What's going on, everybody? It's LtBuzzLitebeer, and today I was mulling around over on Reddit and I came across a post asking Massive for melee weapons, and it got me thinking about that concept. What could be done or was possibly in the test versions of the game and never made it into the live game that could have really enhanced this melee combat mechanic? But before we begin today's video, in case you haven't yet smashed that sub button for intensive Division content, please do so. And don't forget to ring the bell to never miss another upload notification from my channel. Okay, I think you are really going to like this one, so let's get started. So we've all played our favorite games over the years that were either completely based on melee combat or at least had a melee element to them. I remember with longing how I used to run around Modern Warfare 2 using my full melee build, absolutely demolishing the other team using nothing but my knife and my knowledge of the map and enemy spawns. But what has always been missing from the franchise that I love and have covered since it launched in 2016 is melee combat. The Division and the Division 2 have both featured a combination of small arms, explosives, and skills into an interesting package, but the one item that has always been missing from an agent's arsenal is melee. Sure, we can slap our targets with pistol whips or even give them the forearm shiver, but neither of these techniques look very natural or have any sort of lethal effects on our foes. What is extremely evident in both Division games is that our enemies possess much higher levels of melee prowess than we do, as they are able to stagger our characters even when we are using full ballistic shields, and these staggers do all but knock us straight onto our butts. Legendary NPCs have always had the ability to one-shot melee our agents from both games, and getting caught stuck to cover or not hearing one of those AI running up behind you usually proved fatal. And then we have the most feared melee masters, the Hunters, and of all the melee wielding enemies in this franchise, these were the most exciting and lethal to go toe-to-toe with. These mythical melee masters were really the only ones that I could get behind and understand how powerful they were in this department. I mean, let's be real here. If I'm toting around a full-blown ballistic shield and a standard NPC runs up to me and hits it with the butt of their rifle, it shouldn't be able to knock me into the next zip code. And this brings us to what could have been planned for us in that original Division game and possibly the Division 2 in terms of actual melee combat. And I am not talking about what we have now with the forearm blast and the pistol whips. Now, over the past 5 years since the original Division launched, I've heard these faint whispers and rumors of actual melee takedowns in the live game, but was never really in the mood to chase down those rumors. I mean, actual melee combat in the form of stealth kills? Come on, man, this is the Division, no way! Yes way! They were actually in the early development cycle of that original Division game, and thanks to Splinter Shield, he was able to find this rare footage, which I'm about to show you now. I know, it just looks epic, right? Let's take a look at that again in super slow-mo, and as the agent rounds the corner, you see the prompt to press A to stun the NPC, and then it looks as though the attacking agent, Bronson, uses a stun device, possibly a taser, which I can't see, to incapacitate the target. I mean, it all happens so fast. As he rounds the corner of the train boxcar, he shoulders his weapon to free up both hands, hits the target in the neck with the right hand, possibly with this taser, and then simultaneously uses the left hand to either cover the mouth of the target to muffle any screams, or to cradle the body as it falls to the ground. In this video description, it originally reads in Portuguese. By showing the graphics engine, Massive introduced us to stealth mechanics to fight our opponents. This type of attack could completely change the game's mechanics. What is your opinion about this type of mechanics? Would you like it in the game? Now, I'm literally sitting here raising both hands into the air trying to double upvote this mechanic into the game. I mean, who wouldn't want to actually have this in their arsenal for both Division games? And so it really got me thinking. Now, this is probably too late to have it installed into the Division 2, but since this was developed using the Snowdrop engine, the files have to exist somewhere at Massive. If there is going to be a Division 3, why can't this be modified to work in that game? I mean, think about it. actual stealth kills, or if that's too much, stealth takedowns in a Division game is something the community has screamed for since the franchise launched. And here it is, or was, fully fleshed out in the open for all of us to see what it was going to look like. I mean, I'm sorry if it sounds like I'm geeking out here, but if you are a fan of this franchise, how can you not get excited by seeing this? In the game, live in NYC, an agent stealthily taking down a target using what looks like a taser. Now, I'm probably asking too much here, but this could be added into this entirely new game mode set to drop later this year. Now, of course, it would need to be updated and modified to whatever structure that mode is built around, but could you imagine whatever this new mode we get actually coming with stealth melee takedowns? That alone could bring back agents for another go at the game, and I could see all sorts of epic montages of agents dropping NPCs, or even other agents using nothing but their wits and a handheld taser. Now, although this Reddit post has received literally no love at all, other than a couple sarcastic remarks, I thought the idea from the OP had merit, and once I was finally able to see this original stealth takedown footage, I thought, oh hell yes. This is probably a great place to end this one, and as always, I look forward to reading your feedback in the comments section below. What do you think about this fleshed out melee takedown system that never made it into the original game? If you haven't yet done so, please smash that sub button and ring the bell to never miss another upload notification from my YouTube channel. If you could take the time to rate and or share the video, it would be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch for weekly Division streams, join my newly formed community Discord server, and of course, find me over on Twitter posting my thoughts on most things gaming related. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer, signing off.